Oh dear. Oh, if I could sit straight up, that'd be dangerous. I can't on this bed, unfortunately. Okay, so hey guys, I was going to do a Christmas pickup video to show what I'd been. Well, I actually didn't get one Blu-ray for Christmas, but I was given some funds to get some Blu-rays. So I was going to make this a Christmas pickup video, but with the announcement of the HMV, what was it, on Friday? Yeah, it was on Friday. I decided I'm going to change this video a little bit. And that is that I have got HMV pickups that I actually picked up, I think it was on Boxing Day. And I actually went in today and got another couple of bits and pieces. Now, I'll be honest with you, you could say the vultures are circling. Well, you know, you see when a big shop goes down, and so everybody thinks they're going to be selling off their stuff really cheap and they're all trying to get a bargain, right? Can anyone blame them for that? Don't know. But what I'm thinking about is HMV as a company, and it's really the last retail giant on the high street that's dedicated to physical media. Now, for me, for one, I find that really, really bad that we could end up with no high street outlet where you can go in, buy. You know, I'm not actually that into music and things like that, but but other people are. So you can't buy your CDs. People are buying vinyl, your posters, your T-shirts, and of course, most importantly to me, your film media. Now, is HMV the cheapest shop? Depends. Sometimes you can get some good bargains in there, sometimes you don't. But you've got to realise the market they're competing in at the moment, where you've got other big companies, online retailers, okay, not paying business rates in the high street, not paying business rates in these big shopping malls, okay, sometimes not paying their tax to the UK government at all, and it's no wonder that shops like HMV are struggling now. Nothing better when you've got a minute or two to go in there, have a look round, and this is the bit where you see undiscovered films that you might have not had any idea existed, and you can have a look round. Now, if we all become online shoppers, which, you know what, I'm not saying I don't do my fair share of online shopping, I do, but what you've got to take into account is that these outlets here, they are there so you can have a look round, you can buy your things, you can do lots of. They're totally different. So when I was saying the vulture circle, what I was going to say is when I went in today to HMV, it was actually in my local HMV, it was actually packed. Now I don't think it was packed because there's people searching for the cheapest bargains. I think it's packed because they were there to show the support for the store and show their support for the staff that are ultimately going to lose their jobs. And, you know, I'm a Pure Card member. The point system's down. You know, if I lose a few quid in points, really, that's not a big deal. What I'm more concerned about is the actual outlet not being there in the future for you to buy. Obviously, I still like a bargain like the next person, but you've got to consider, is this outlet going to be? And I was saying in my other video, mainstream. So when I go to charity shops and do hunting, when I go to CX and do hunting, where have most of those Blu-rays been purchased? Online or in HMV? I think, according to the papers, it says that HMV is still 30% of all media is purchased at HMV. Now that's a lot of media. In the country, 30% of it, and to lose that in one full swoop, I really hope it doesn't happen. So, actually, I was in there the other day and I was buying stuff, so I went back in there and I thought maybe, selfishly, I'll grab a couple of Blu-rays in terms of ones that I might not be able to get if they do shut down. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully, with a lot of people in there, a lot of people shopping. Maybe even just going in and picking up one. I know not everybody's got money to do that. I know that. But you know what? If we can save this big retail giant, I hope it can be done. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm really, to be honest, I was really sort of disappointed in that, because you're thinking, is this the end of physical media on the high street? Could very well be. Nowhere to go in, buy your CD, have a look. I always go to HMV before I go into the cinema, coincidentally, because it's in the same place. So I always like to have a look around. And I'll be honest, in the last few months, I much have purchased out there a lot more than I have in the past. I think they've got their model right. Right, some of the prices are expensive, but sometimes it has to be that way because of the taxes and things like that. But there is always bargains to be had, I think, or reasonable prices to be had. And if you're wanting a Christmas box set or something like that, then I think it's the place to go. So all I'm saying is, maybe if you do have a local store in your area, if you can and you're able to, maybe show it a little bit of support, and maybe that'll make a difference to the whole outlook for it. So I will show you what I picked up. I picked this. This was before the announcement. I picked up in the other day, and I thought, again, this one. Oops. This is Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise in Rain Man. And I'm sure everybody's seen Rain Man, but basically it's Tom Cruise has got a brother who's autistic, who he's never met before, and he finds out about it in the family will. And he was left everything. So Tom Cruise initially was trying to blackmail the people to give him Happy's inheritance in there, but he sort of realises his mistake and he's got a brother, and it's sort of a heartwarming tale of the journey to get them back home. And I think it's actually a really, really good film. It says winning 4 Academy Awards. I didn't actually know it won 4, but that's good to know. It is a really, really good film, and Dustin Hoffman, he pulls that character off really, really well, really, really well. So it's dropped from $8.99 to $3.99. So I took that one. I got this one because actually my daughter wanted to watch it. I wouldn't mind watching it either, to be honest. She goes, The Rock's got big muscles and Zac Efron's hot. She's 14, so I thought, why not for $3.99? I'll pick that one up too. Another classic. And for $2.99, oh, it was sealed, but it looks like it's burst off. Or what's that? Oh, it's a wee bit ripped. It doesn't matter. But look, for $2.99, it is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Is this Disney? I don't know if it is Disney or not. No, it's not. But a classic nonetheless of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's for $2.99, so I picked that one up. I've seen this film, and it gets a lot of criticism, this one. I didn't find it a terrible movie. I thought it was okay, and I was looking at getting it, so when I seen it for $3.99, I picked it up, and that's The Great Wall with Matt Damon. Wasn't the best story, but still an okay movie. Thought I'd get that one too. I picked this one up because I've seen the first one, but I've never seen the second one, and that is Bad Santa 2. So, a lot of people have said it's not as good as Bad Santa, the first one. But, you know, I thought, pick it up in the collection. I don't think I've got Bad Santa 1 on Blu-ray. So, we'll check that out later. Let's see if I can get that too. And again, for $3.99, I picked that up. And I can't believe I've seen this one in there for $3.99. I really, really like this movie. And, you know, I've watched this movie maybe 10, 15 times. And even though it's a bit dated, I still like the concept and I still like the story. And that is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I think it's a really, really well made film. And some of the effects, you know, are out of date these days. But that doesn't take away from it. That's a great film. So, pick that for $3.99 as well. So if you will excuse me, I will pick up the what I've just dropped. Oh! And what day was it? Thursday. See, who's on track because of Christmas? So, on Boxing Day, after I came home, I went and looked at the HMV website, and I seen another film that I wanted. It was $3.99 as well. So I was actually going to go and pick this one up anyway. So I did, and that is the classic A Bridge Too Far. That's the story of Operation... Is it Market Garden? where they try and take 5 bridges to try and cut off the Nazi advance, not advance, but like really take deep into their territory to try and end the war a bit quicker. And ultimately, it fails, but it just shows how they're doing that. And I think that's a great movie as well. So great movie to pick up on Blu-ray. And these are the two I picked up today in there. And I thought, this is what I was thinking when I was picking these up. I was thinking, HMV Premium Collection, the Time Machine on Blu-ray, in that format, in this packaging, with this level of detail. If HMV doesn't exist anymore, are we going to get things like this? So I picked that one up. I was really careful about my choices because I didn't have that much money. So I was really careful about my choices, and I picked up the Time Machine. Look, exclusive, only HMV. Blu-ray, DVD and digital download in this brilliant packaging. So I picked that up and I was really happy with that. And I also picked up Jason and the Argonauts. Now, you know, 2 for 15. That was our deal. This isn't like a bankruptcy deal or anything. This is a regular deal. Now, for this quality, £7.49, a classic movie in this premium packaging. You know, I like a bargain like as much as the next one. I do buy a lot of movies second hand, but over the last few months at HMV, I've spent quite a bit of my spare cash on that. Not that I've got much, but there you go. And I've picked up these two. So if you can do anything to help them, that's up to you. But I'm trying to do my bit on there. And I picked up, the Time Machine, and I picked up the epic story that was destined to be the Colossal Adventure, which is Jason and the Argonauts. I would like to pick up every single one of these premium collections one day, but maybe I'm not going to get the chance anymore. You know, you build your collection over time. I think I've got I've got 3 or 4 more premium collection ones in the thing. So maybe, hopefully the store won't close. It is on the list for closures, but hopefully the store won't close, and I'll be able to continue a collection. I'll probably pick up another few before that decision is made on there, but I've got to be careful, you know, on there. So I do actually have more Christmas pickups, and I'll tell you about. I'll show you those another time. But I just wanted to make this video exclusively about HMV and their plight and the poor staff. So hopefully that resolves itself on there for them. So the other couple of ones I was going to pick up in HMV, but I say again, I have to be a bit careful. I picked up a Skyscraper, which was $7.49, and Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom, which was $7.49 with any purchase. But I'll only put them back because I'll be honest with you, I thought I can get those movies